I got you. Let it rap real quick. Look.
The city eyes, it's time to bolt off. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a mall quad, telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Waldo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence,
On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I'll pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory, they don't know how I did it. Nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the feel like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that eco-line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man shit, nigga. They tear their head off, nigga.
I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word that they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get him crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on his Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feet, so you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow son, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jake when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
All right, Shalom Israel. We're at the ISUPK, start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, Precinct Officer Kawan, joined with Precinct Officer Yasad. This is the ISUPK Louisiana Sabbath service. Most High Christ, Barakatah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, for the brothers and sisters that tuned in on YouTube, Facebook, and other platforms. Also, Barakatah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, for the brothers and sisters that attended class today as well. We're going to get it in as usual, man. Go ahead and get this class started. Last week, we went 2 Kings, what that was, chapter 18 through 21. This week, we'll be going over 2 Kings, chapter 22 through 25, and possibly into 1 Chronicles chapter 1. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the Sabbath service. With that, I say a majim, which means to stand in Hebrew. Sorry.
La Yashala.
La Yashala.
Salak.
read Hapatsar, Hapandi HaKodam, which means to turn and face the east. We're going to say the prayers both in Hebrew and in English. And everyone will repeat after us. We're going to start out with the Lord's Prayer. First in the Hebrew, then in the English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashemayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawak Yanawa, Wala'ah, Nabiya Ayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Allah, Wahatapara, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew and then in the English. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Baba Kasha. Nathan Lanawa. Hakak. Lara Pa'ah. Call Maka'ala. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Ha Matazarayim. Hakak. Lahakoyam. Ha Matyam. Hakak. Al Rakarawaf. Hatama'ala. Lagarshan. Ba'ashem. Yahushai. The water Aman. What we said in the English was Yahweh in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Bless him, Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Wa Yasha Allah. Wahabayah. Saparium. Barak Bahashim. Yahushua. The water Aman. What we said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Asha'ah. Ayanya. All Haharium. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Wa'arataza. All Yatan. Lamawat. Regalka. All Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al Yad, Yum Yumka, Yawamam Kaka, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabawaatka, Ma'ait, Wa'ait Awalam. In the English, we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill. From which cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, Al Damayalaka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Al Wayabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'itazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Abarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magawaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Itazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakar Rathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Waya Shamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palasha, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa'a, I'm Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanyalawa, Salah, Aishala'am, Kamadian, Kasa Sara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyash, one, Nasham, Salaki, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yap Mawa, Ka'irab, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Call Salaki, Call Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayashra, Salaki, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Hariyam, Khan, Taradatma, Basairaka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya Bahalya, Aya Ai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarim, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zaid. Yea, all their prince as Zabah and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempests, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew and then in the English. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Maka Ya Allah. Wa Allah Hayam. Mataza Baya. Allah Wap Yahana. Ha Allah Wapyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Wa Ha Awapyam. Ba Hashem. Yahweh Shai. The Wad Aman. In the English we read, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, you may be seated. Clap it up. Is it unplugged? like a triple bar. See if this is unplugged. Bump the shot. Plug that back up. It's plugged up? Oh, that's trash. Need him. Yeah, I guess he out. He went out. I don't think so. I don't know. I think it's in there? Okay. Put that one on high if you could, bro, for sure. And scoot it up, son. All right, so we're going to get it in, man. Again, brother, y'all was shy. Y'all tuning in. Did mute my phone, but my watch went to ringing, so lucky. All right, so we're going to start out 2 Kings chapter 22 and verse 1 and continue what we left off last week. For those of you that are on TikTok and you have questions, you're putting questions in the chat, or you are making comments or anything, they more than likely won't be addressed today. This is the Sabbath class. You can tune in on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, where we also have an interactive class where you are able to ask questions. The Brotherhood class on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the Wednesday night law class, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time as well. We're gonna go ahead and keep going. 2 Kings chapter 22 and verse 1.
Of the book of 2 Kings chapter 22 verse 1. Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 31 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Jedidah, the daughter of of Baska. And he did that was right in the sight of the Lord, and walked in all the way of David his father, and turned not aside to the right hand or to the left. And it came to pass in the 18th year of King Josiah that the king sent Shaphan, the son of Azaliah, the son of Meshullam, the scribe, to the house of the Lord, saying, Go up to Hilkiah the high priest, that he may sum the silver which is brought into the house of the Lord, which the keepers of the door have gathered of the people, and let them deliver it into the hand of the doer of the work, that have the oversight of the house of the Lord, and let them give it to the doers of the work which is in the house of the Lord, to repair the breaches of the house, unto carpenters and builders and masons, and to buy timber and hewn stone to repair the house.
And you remember last week when we was reading chapter 21, I believe it was 20 and 21, they had gotten together to fix the temple. The temple needed to be fixed up, repairs. There were things that needed to be corrected and fixed. And when they first gave the charge out, the brothers was not putting the money towards what it needed to be put for it to be repaired. So then it was given to the priest, and the priests end up doing it the right way. They end up distributing the money to the right people, which are the carpenters, the builders, the masons, the buyer of timbers, hewed stones, to be able to actually repair the temple. So that's what actually they're doing right now. That they are actually rebuilding or repairing the temple, not rebuilding. So go ahead.
Verse 7. Howbeit, there was no reckoning made with them of the money that was delivered into their hand, because they dealt faithfully. And Hilkiah, the high priest, said unto Shaphan, the scribe, I have found the book of the law in the house of the Lord. And Hilkiah gave the book to Shaphan, and he read it. And Shaphan the scribe came to the king, and brought the king word again, and said, Thy servants have gathered the money that was found in the house, and have delivered it into the hand of them that do the work, that have the oversight of the house of the Lord. Mm-hmm. And Shaphan the scribe shewed the king, saying, Hilkiah, the high priest, had delivered me a book, and Shaphan read it before the king. Verse 11. And it came to pass, when the king had heard the words of the book of the law, that he rent his clothes. And the king commanded Hilkiah the priest and Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, and Akbar, the son of Micaiah, and Shaphan the scribe, and Azahiah, a servant of the king, saying, Go ye, inquire of the Lord for me, and for the people, and for all Judah, concerning the words of this book that is found. For great is the wrath of the Lord that is kindled against us.
For great is what?
The wrath of the Lord.
The Lord is a man of war.
Right.
See, a lot of people, and I say this every week for the new viewers and for those that are listening. A lot of people believe that God is some pansy or someone that can just be prayed to and treated any kind of way, and then he do what you want. Christian church teach you that, you can pray to God and touch and agree on it and it's yours. I've never seen much of that happen. I've never seen, I can't go touch a Mercedes-Benz on the lot and agree and say that's mine because I'm touching it and praying to the Lord. Right. It don't work like that. You got to actually put in work. He said the wrath of the Lord that we serve, the Lord is great with wrath. And they've kindled the wrath of the Lord because a lot of the kings that came before them didn't do what the Lord said. They didn't do unto the Lord as was commanded the children of Israel. They did what they wanted to do. So a lot of the wrath that is brought upon the children of Israel is by our own doing. So we can't follow the things that the Christian church teach us because they don't teach us how to serve this great and terrible power that we are supposed to serve. The way you follow this Lord is by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
Because our fathers have not hearkened unto the words of this book.
Because of what?
Our fathers have not hearkened unto the words of this book.
Absolutely. They haven't followed what the Lord has said. Right. They haven't followed the words of the book. The Bible tells us that thou shalt not commit adultery. Right. But the rappers in the world now tell you to sleep with another man's wife and it's fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? The rappers and the sisters that call themselves rappers, they tell you it's okay to be a whore for money. Right. But the Bible tells you that the daughters of Israel there be no daughters of whores, Salaki. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Zion.
Right.
So the lifestyle or the world teaches us so different than what the words of this book have taught us. The Bible tells us a certain way to live so that we can be righteous in the sight of the Most High God. Christian church and the world tell you can't be perfect, but there were perfect men and women in the Bible. Right. The way that you're perfect is by perfectly following what your Father has told you to do.
That's right.
It's not hard to do it. He said that keep my commandments and that they are not grievous unto thee. They're not grievous for you to follow, meaning they're not hard. If you just listen, it's okay. It's okay to deny yourself for some things. Paul tells us that our flesh has to die daily, right? Right. How your flesh die daily? By denying yourself the things that your flesh wants. If you walk in the Spirit, then you'll know that you are the children of God. Ain't that what the Bible says in Romans 8:16? I believe it is. That the Spirit beareth witness that ye are the children of God. That your spirit is only going to bear witness if you walk in the Spirit. Right. You can't live and be in the flesh all the time because what that's going to do, it's going to want you to do fleshly things. That's going to allow you not to follow these things in this book, but what you desire and what you want. And that's not what the Lord is about. The Lord wants you to do what he tells you to do, and that's it. That's right. Go ahead.
To do according unto all that which is written concerning us. So Hilkiah the priest and Ahikam and Akbar and Shaphan and Azahiah went unto Adar, the prophetess, the wife of Shalom, the son of Tikvah, the son of Harhas, keepers of the wardrobe. Now she dwelt in Jerusalem in the college, and they communed with her. And she said unto them, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, tell the man that sent you to me, Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon this place.
Said the Lord will do what?
Bring evil upon this place.
And I want y'all to recognize something. They went to this prophetess, but the prophetess, if you understand the Bible and the way that it works, the way that our nation is built, see, women think it's okay to be able to teach in the world. They think it's okay to be able to be pastors, and because they see prophetess in here, they think it's okay to prophesy to men. You know what she's doing? She's telling men what thus saith the Lord so that they can bring it to the nation of Israel.
That's right.
It has to go through a man to be brought out before the nation, because the Bible tells us that a woman is not supposed to usurp authority over the man.
Right.
So they going to this sister, and she's telling them so that they can, they're telling these men so that they can relay the message.
Right.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon this place, and upon the inhabitants thereof, even all the words of the book which the king of Judah had read, because they have forsaken me.
They have what?
Forsaken me.
They have what?
Forsaken me.
Go ahead.
And have burned incense unto other gods.
A lot of y'all do that now.
Right.
Sitting in your house, call yourself meditating, but you thinking about white Jesus. You thinking about Caucasian Caesarea Borgia.
Right.
You thinking about Islam and the Mecca stone. You doing all the things that are not of your nation, and you think the Most High is not supposed to be mad or angry with that? You think that he's not supposed to bring his wrath upon his children? He made an oath with your fathers,
right,
not with Ishmael's fathers. He didn't make an oath with Ammon's fathers or with Moab, and you don't know who those are. Ishmael is the so-called Arabs. Ammon is the so-called Japanese. Moab is the so-called Chinese. He didn't make an oath with their fathers.
Right.
He made an oath with the children of Israel,
right,
with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's who he made the oath with. And you know what we did? Our fathers broke the oath. And then you know what that did to us? We broke the oath. You know why? Because we are taught by those that are before us.
right.
And the actions that they did apply to what we do now. But thank the Most High in Christ for the ISUPK under command of Jerry Hunter.
That's right.
Because we are able to learn the proper way to serve our God, to serve our power. For so long, I know me and this brother here was in the Christian church. We weren't together in the Christian church, but both of us, we were lined up to be Christian pastors.
Right.
I had already become a Christian pastor, and being in that never taught me how to truly serve God.
Right.
It only taught me how to get money. It taught me how to acquire money from the people that sat in the audience, and to make them feel good so that they can pay. That's all it was. I never learned how to serve the God of this Bible.
That's right.
I never knew that I was a child one of the children of Israel. I never knew what tribe I came from. I never knew that we had laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. I know they told us about the 10 Commandments, but they never told us that we're supposed to follow the whole law of the Bible.
Right.
That the Lord God, they said it all the time, that he is the Lord and he does not change. But they never told me, he told us not to do this before. So he don't change, so that didn't change. But what they did tell us, pay your tithes.
Right.
But wait a minute, ain't that what he said when he told us the rest of the stuff?
That's
And isn't that what he told us when he said to love thy brother as thyself?
right.
To love thy neighbor and bear no grudge against the children of thy people? Isn't that what he said when he told us that if a man taketh another wife, that he must and surely what he said, he must not diminish her raiment and take from her. Didn't he say that too at that time?
Right.
But the Christian church tells you that the laws of God are done away with, but they still want you to pay tithe. Creflo Dollar had to bite that about a few months ago, well, about 6 months, a year ago. He had to bite that. You had to bite those words because, oh, yeah, we shouldn't collect tithes. But nigga, you have rich now off those tithes. You are wealthy now off of those tithes, but now all of a sudden we shouldn't collect tithes because you know that it's part of the law, and we know that it's the law because you teach that we're not supposed to keep the law. Right. Brothers, go help the sister Barbara Pashar troopers. Double time.
That's a lot. And you know that, a lot of time when they teach pay tithes, there's a lot of people who don't work who can't pay tithes. Right. And he realized that he could make more money by just saying, just give according to your heart. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he know, you know what I'm saying, somebody who made $1,000, 10% is $100. But right. if he feeling guilty, he might just put 400 in there. Right. So a lot of them, they know that these days you could come out more just saying, just give according to your heart. Absolutely. And that's another thing, even to go along with that, come as you are. Come as you are, right. You nasty bastard. You gonna tell the people that just come into church, you gonna tell a woman to come in here on her cycle, on her monthly. That's absolutely disgusting. Right. You tell people that have lied with their women or their husband to come into the church the next day, that is disgusting unto the Lord. They're unclean according to the Bible. That's right. That shows that the Christian church is a filthy cesspool. Right. That's what it is. It does nothing for our people but create a mind state of lust and just filth. That's what it does for us. But that's why the scripture tell us to be washed with the word. Right. Here, we wash you with the word. That's Every time you come up in here, you're going to be clean. You're going to be baptized with this word. That's right. You're going to be clean from all the filth that you've gotten from out there. It's all right. You're going to be clean from the filth that you have obtained outside of these walls, because it's nothing outside of these walls, man. It's nothing that we've gained outside of these walls, but being a prey to a people that hate you. Right. It's nothing outside of this word but them to teach you things that make you remain the tail and never the head. Right. As long as you are under them, you'll never have a kingdom of your own. Right. And our people don't think like that out there. Oh, as long as I get mine, I'm going to get my bag. But what about the rest of the people? What about the rest of our people? Right. A selfish mind state, or mentality, it does nothing for a nation. That's right. It does absolutely nothing for a nation. To be perfect, you have to become selfless. Right. Christ was a selfless man. Right. He didn't care about himself or his well-being. He cared about his people. That's what we're taught in here, according to this Bible. Right. Stop caring about just yourself and care about your brothers and sisters that are in the same predicament that you're in. Care about your brothers and sisters that have less than you, that don't know any better, that are ignorant because nobody took the time to show them or to teach them. That's what being one body means. That's what being in one spirit means. That's the spirit of the Lord. That's right. Go ahead. Verse 17. Because they have forsaken me and have burned incense unto other gods, that they might provoke me to anger with all the works of their hands. Therefore my wrath shall be kindled against this place, and shall not be quenched. But to the king of Judah will send you to inquire of the Lord. Thus shall you say to him, thus saith the Lord God of Israel. Of who? Of Israel. Of who? Of Israel. Y'all pass right by that. Right. Y'all want us to love everybody, but the Bible continues to tell you that he is the God of Israel. Right. It's not hard to see it. If you just slow down, take your time and read it. Read that again, take your time. Read it again. Thus, but to the king of Judah, will send you to inquire of the Lord. Of the Lord. Now we talk about the God of the Bible. Go ahead. Thus shall ye say to him. This is what you're supposed to say to him. This is what the Lord is saying to him. Thus saith the Lord God of Israel. Of Israel. The Lord God of Israel. That's who he's saying. That's who this is. That's the God of this Bible. That's
He's not the Lord God of everybody.
Right.
right.
It would have said that.
Right.
It would have absolutely just said the Lord God of everybody. But everybody wants you to believe that. The people that don't know this Bible, they want you to believe that.
Right.
That it's for everybody. You're supposed to love everybody. Why in the hell would I love everybody when everybody don't love me?
Right.
Why? What sense do that make? That's absolutely insane for a person to believe that everybody loves you.
Right.
Not even your own brother and sister love you all the time.
Right.
Y'all heard the saying, not all blood is blood?
Right.
I mean, common sense. If somebody lynched my mama or my daddy, I know damn well he don't love me.
Right.
If somebody grabbed my whole nation, I'm gonna break it down simple. Somebody take my whole family from our land where we live, put us on some boats or some ships, and bring us thousands of miles across the sea, barely feeding us, making us lay in piss and feces and women's cycles on top of each other, and beating us with whips, tell us we are not who we say we are, change our language. How can I believe that they love me?
Right. Salah.
No.
Saying we like Christ said. Christ told us that the world gonna persecute us because they persecuted him.
That's
first.
right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right. Damn right. The world will hate you because they hated him first.
Right.
That's absolutely what the Bible say. But they tell you that you're supposed to follow Christ, right? They say you're supposed to follow Christ, but they don't tell you that Christ was a revolutionary.
Right.
That Christ didn't mess with everybody. Everybody went on his agenda to come do what he came to do.
That's right.
Everybody was not important to him.
Right.
You don't remember the Syrophoenician woman? Where he told us, why would it be meet for me to cast the children's bread to dogs? He called her a dog.
Right.
What good is it for me to give you what I came to give the chosen people? You a dog. You the Bible say that they are less than nothing. So what good is it? That's what we have to remember. God don't love everybody.
Right.
Christ didn't love everybody. I ain't gonna love everybody.
That's right.
I'm gonna love my people because my people are who needs love.
Right.
Everybody don't need love. The so-called so-called Caucasian man, he don't need my love. He don't need it and he don't want it. He act like he do, but he don't need it. My people need my love.
That's right.
So that's who I'm gonna give it to. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
Salaki, go ahead, Al.
Thus said the Lord God of Israel, as touching the words which thou hast heard. Verse 19, because thine heart was tender, and thou hast humbled thyself before the Lord, when thou heardest what I spake against this place, and against the inhabitants thereof, that they should become a desolation and a curse, and has rent thy clothes, and wept before me. I also have heard thee, said the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, therefore, I will gather thee unto thy fathers, and thou shalt be gathered into thy grave in peace. And thy eyes shall not see all the evil which I will bring upon this place. And they brought the king word again.
So does that sound like a timid God, a God that's loving, that love everybody? This his own people. He told him that I'm gonna take you to your grave. I'm gonna kill you still. I'm going to take your life so you don't have to see all that I'm gonna do to the rest of our people.
That's right.
Right.
Pause for a second. Just stop for a minute. Does that sound like the God that they show you that be with the lion and the lamb in the hospital? No, that don't look like that stringy hair white boy. I'm sorry, that ain't him.
Right.
That's not even how Christ acted. They said that Christ was an austere man,
Right.
a man that was unapproachable. An austere man just means someone who looks to be unapproachable. That's somebody that got a unit on their face all the time. What y'all kids call it these days? A mug. You got a mug on your face every day. Christ was mad. The Bible said that oppression maketh a wise man mad. Christ was very wise. He was sick of the abuse that his people had gone through. You should be too. You should be tired of going and watching these commercials on TV and they telling you to vote for a president that has not done anything for you.
That's right.
What has Joe Biden done for black people, Hispanic people, or Native Indian people since he's been in office? What did Donald Trump do for any of our people since when he got in office?
Nothing.
This one here gonna hurt a lot of y'all. What did Barack Obama do to any of our people when he got in office?
Right.
I don't remember a damn thing. I do remember Barack Obama did let the LGBTQ become open and be married in the so-called Christian church. Right. I do remember that. What does that help our people? Because a woman and a woman can't procreate, and a man can't procreate.
Right.
So what does that do for our people? You know what that does for our people? It destroys it. It destroys it.
Right.
What help is that to us? None of these so-called presidents have done anything for us. Right. The Bible tells us in the book of Deuteronomy, set not a king above you that is not of your nation.
Right.
Barack wasn't of our nation. He's an African, and they're not our people.
Right.
We are not the same. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, George Washington, none of them are our people. They're not our king. Our king is Jesus, is Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ.
Right.
Go ahead, Trooper.
All these presidents brought us farther and farther from each other.
Absolutely. Give him a hand. This young man, this trooper is a 13-year-old trooper in all black in the ISUPK. And what he said is, yeah, give that a hand. Damn right. We are bringing our youth out of these streets, out of this world that are teaching them to do nonsense. What his statement was is that they brought us further and further away from being a nation.
Right.
That's what he said, right? Further and further away from being a nation. Damn right. They're going to tell you everything to do that keeps you from being a unified people. Absolutely. It's going to bring us further away from being a unified people. When the Bible tells us in Zephaniah 2:1 to do what? Gather yourself together. Yea, gather yourself together, O nation not desired. Too many of y'all don't realize that y'all the nation that's not desired. You're not desired. Who gives a damn about blacks? Who gives a damn about Hispanics? And tell me, who gives a damn about Native Indians? You just throw them in a little pocket, call it a reservation, take all of their land and put them in a little spot that's really desolate and tell them that you've given them some. How the hell you gonna give me something that belong to me?
Right.
But they've given you nothing and expect everything from you. This nation is nothing without us. We built this place, our people, blood, sweat, and tears, and on the bones of our people. That many of y'all know, and I know I'm going off topic, man, but I just feel the need to. And many of y'all understood that when this United States had their so-called Great Depression, that we were thriving. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that blacks were thriving during the time they had their Great Depression? You know why? Because we separated from them. We separated from them. The Bible tells us to separate and live.
Right.
Separate from them and you'll live.
Right.
But you come together with them and you'll die. The Most High God, you'll be unalive, TikTok. The Most High God has told us since he brought us out of the land of Egypt, take not the ways of the heathen, none of them. In the land in which I carry you, do not the things that they do. Worship not their gods. But what we do, we want everybody to love us.
Right.
That's our true problem.
Right.
Israel wants everybody to love us. Therefore, nobody gives you their love. You just give out all of yours, but you give it to the wrong people.
Right.
That's our problem. That's why the Lord's wrath is like it is, how he's telling the king of Judah, I'm just gonna unalive you before I do what I'm gonna do to the rest of our people.
Right.
That's. But if you do not serve him the way that he tells you, there is consequences, and you're gonna accept those consequences and just deal with them, because he's not the God that's just gonna play with you.
Right.
Salaki, go ahead.
Chapter 23. 2 Kings chapter 23, verse 1. And the king sent, and they gathered unto him all the elders of Judah and of Jerusalem. And the king went up into the house of the Lord, and all the men of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem with him, and the priests and the prophets and all the people, both small and great. And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant, which were found in the house of the Lord. And the king stood by a pillar and made a covenant before the Lord, to walk after the Lord, and to keep his commandments and his testimonies and his statutes with all their heart and all their soul, to perform words of this covenant that was written in this book.
Say that one more time. That last part you just read. With all their heart. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
With all their heart and with all their soul, to perform the words of this covenant that was written in this book. And all the people stood to the covenant.
See, we quick to agree when the Lord finna get ready to do something to us.
Right.
It's just like any child. You know how when most of us got kids. You know how when your child, you tell your child, don't do this, or I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And then they go and do it.
Right.
Most of them, they just go and do it because they got to test the water. They're not disciplined enough to be able to accept, okay, I'm just going to, I'm going to get this. No, they got to actually see it physically done to them. And that's how the children of Israel, we're hard-hearted and stiff-necked.
Right.
Our children exhibit the same behaviors you did when you was little.
Right.
You wanted to see what your mama or what your daddy was going to do. If you did go and do, you want to do what you want to do.
Right.
I'm gonna go, man. Look, bro. This is what I used to tell my homies, bro. I'm just gonna hang out, bro. I'm gonna get a whooping anyway. Hey, the lights already, the street light already on. I'm gonna stay out anyway, cause I'm gonna get a whooping anyway. So, bro, I'm finna trying to creep in, off you, and you like this, trying to stop the bell. Good night. Go ahead, Al.
Man, they gave me a good memory, man, because my mama used to tell me, man, she'd give me an option, right? She'd be like, you can either take this punishment or you can take this whoop.
Oh, man.
Me, you know what I'm saying? I'm hard-headed, man. Go on, give me the whooping so I can go back outside. I can't be in the house for no week, you understand?
Right,
Just go on, give me my punishment, my whooping. I can go back outside.
Right.
I already know I'm gonna do something else to get in trouble again anyway.
Man, and that's Israel. That's an excellent example, because that's Israel. The Bible tells us that there were the sin in Israel had gotten so bad when we came out of Egypt. Their brothers would have a goat sitting outside the tent while they was in there committing adultery. So when they come out, they can slaughter the goat to give the offering for their sin.
Good night.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was just saying.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's all it is. You rather accept the punishment or the chastisement than to do what it is you're supposed to do.
Right.
Why? When it's so much easier to just follow the order. So many of us are so undisciplined, but that's why, man, Barakatah Yahweh Shai for this school, man, for the Spirit of the Lord truly being in here, because brothers really learn, and sisters, Salaki, y'all, brothers and sisters truly learn discipline. We all have to learn a portion of discipline to be able to serve this God, to be able to serve our power.
That's right.
If you don't have any discipline, you are a beast. That's what the Bible says. You're an animal without discipline. You are an absolute animal, a beast in the field. Y'all know who else is a beast? You see him, Esau. You see him every day. He is a beast. He has no chill. He do whatever he want, however he want, most of the time with no consequence, because this is his kingdom. If a beast can do whatever they want, if they're in their kingdom and they know there's no consequence, do you think they're gonna show discipline? Do you think they're gonna show restraint? That's why when you see the law or the police pull over Caucasians, they're all irate. They can be as irate as they want to be.
Right.
Pull out knives on them, pull out guns, stand with AKs on the street and tell them I ain't putting it up.
That's right.
But not you.
Right.
Not you, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know why? Because this is not your kingdom. And with a beast ruling over you, you have to abide by that beast because he has no discipline and you have to have some.
Like it, sir.
Go ahead,
Did you see the Florida story? Well, the police officer knocked on a young Air Force door. He identified himself, but he stood on the side of the door. Now I'm thinking, in my perspective, if I look outside, looking through my peephole and I don't see nobody, and they just calling, you know what I'm saying? They saying that they the sheriff's department.
Right.
I'm gonna be skeptical.
Right.
You understand? So the young airman, which was a black man, he armed himself with a firearm. And as soon as he opened the door, he had the firearm pointing to the ground. But the officer gave him no chance to disarm himself or even, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on. As soon as he seen the gun, he killed him. He shot and killed him right there in front of the door.
It's a prime example of the beast that we're under in this kingdom. We have to be disciplined, y'all. Right. As the people of the Most High God, you have to have a level of discipline. You have to be able to do what you're told. So many of y'all, when we was kids, used to tell your mom, I can't wait to be grown.
That's right.
I remember that so just so much. I used to say, I can't wait to be grown. Now as an adult, I'd be like, damn, I wish I was back in school. I wish I was a kid. You know why? Cause I wish I would have listened to what my dad was telling me, man. My dad told me not to do this. And I messed around and did it. Now I walk in the same shoes he did. I do the same stuff that he did. And I got to deal with the same consequences.
That's right.
So many of us so hard-headed that we just don't stop and understand that we have to be disciplined. It's mandatory for you. It's not even an option for you. It's either be disciplined or be unalive. That's what this world has to give you. That's all that it's going to give you. Let's keep going.
Verse 4. And the king commanded Hilkiah, the high priest, and the priests of the second order, and the keepers of the door, to bring forth out of the temple of the Lord all the vessels that was made for Baal, and for the grove, and for all the hosts of heaven. And he burned them without Jerusalem in the field of Kidron, and carried the ashes of them unto Bethel. And he put down the idolatrous priests, whom the kings of Judah had ordained to burn incense in the high places in the cities of Judah, and in the places round about Jerusalem. Them also that burn incense unto Baal, to the sun, and to the moon, and to the planets, and to all the hosts of heaven.
That's what they do right now, don't they?
Right?
When that eclipse happened, it was like, oh my God, I've got so much power. From where? That's called vitamin D.
Right.
I mean, that's called vitamin D, nigga. The sun give it to you every day.
Right.
Because the sun and the moon aligned, you felt so empowered. Why? Why? Because the devil told you that that's what you was getting, power. There was none. You had the same strength you had when you woke up. You may not have it when you lay down to go to sleep. I mean, come on, man. Worshiping the sun, the moon, and all this other stuff. A lot of y'all so-called Masons, you worship the stars and the moon and all this here. What does it for you? What does it do for you? Help me to understand, because I don't get it.
Right.
I don't understand it. It don't make sense. But I know one power that you serve that makes a difference.
Right.
There's only one, because there is only one true living God.
Right. That's right.
And that's the God of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Serve that God in truth and in spirit, knowing that you are a chosen people of his, knowing that you have laws, statutes, and commandments that you must follow. Serve him right, and we'll see the result. I love it when General Muhammad said all the time, when it comes down to it, you're going to have to either be with us or against us.
Right.
And if you're against us, you're going to have to see us. Go ahead, Al.
Sir, if I could, you said something really heavy earlier. You talk about this. Everybody want to be a child of God, and everybody claims that they're a child of God, and they want the title without the discipline.
Man, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do what thus said the Lord.
Man.
So we gotta learn, and that's what this grace spirit is. Trying to learn. And once we recognize it, man, people need to come out of those Christian churches and fake Israelite groups, and include the head to do what we're supposed to do.
Damn right. Hey, y'all get that priest a hand. What he just brought out is very heavy, man. That is absolute truth. That's absolute fact. So many Christians, fake Israelites, y'all want to be children of God, but you don't want the discipline that comes with it. You don't want to do what that said the Lord. You and the Christians especially. Oh my God. Well, I guess fake Israelites ain't no different because y'all Christians too. Y'all do the same thing. I seen on here on TikTok comment, oh, well, you talk about discipline, but you got on a headdress that Paul said that you're supposed to cover your head. You're an imbecile.
Right.
My head is not covered.
Right.
The crown of my head is open.
Right.
It's simple, but y'all make it so hard because you're wrapped up in trying to make us look bad.
Right.
You're wrapped up in, oh, well, you got on Wakanda Forever or a Star of Rimfram, but you don't understand. You speak all this out of ignorance.
Right.
You're undisciplined. You have no discipline to just say, is that you have on the Star of Rimfram? You have no discipline to say, you have on the crown on your head, but is your head covered like Paul said? You're not, you want to be haters so bad that you don't even know you sound ignorant. And we can, the Bible said that we can make them, what it said, confounded and put to shame forever.
Right.
You confounded because everything you just said, I made you look dumb. The Rimfram, the Star Rimfram, this the shield of David, the signet of David. It's a da, up and down, put together. That's how he stamped his stuff to show this is David. Da. Da and da. You're dumb. You stupid. The boy say, you stupid.
Right.
Yeah, you stupid. But I can help you though. It's okay, because I was stupid once too. It's all right. I'm not just calling you stupid because I want to make you feel bad. I'm calling you stupid because I was stupid too.
Right.
All of us were stupid too.
Right.
But you can learn. You don't have to be ignorant all your life. It's okay. Because when you actually do the research and you actually learn, you can see the truth. It's visible. It is. It's there. If you're a Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, if you learn to follow the laws of God. But our people back then, they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to follow the laws of God. So the wrath of the Most High had to be upon them.
Right.
All right, go ahead up. Good, excellent point too, Yaakov.
Right. Verse 6. And he brought out the grove from the house of the Lord without Jerusalem unto the brook Kidron, and burned it at the brook Kidron, and stamped it small to powder, and cast the powder thereof upon the graves of the children of the people. And he brake down the houses of the Sodomites that were by the house of the Lord, where the women wove hanging for the grove. And he brought all the priests out of the cities of Judah, and defiled the high places where the priests had burned incense, and from Gabal to Beersheba, and break down the high places of the gates that were in the entering in of the gate of Joshua, the governor of the city, which were on a man's left hand at the gate of the city. Nevertheless, the priests of the high places came not up to the altar of the Lord in Jerusalem, but they did eat of the unleavened bread among their brethren. And he defiled Tophet, which is in the valley of the children of Hinnom, that no man might make his son or his daughter to pass through the fire to Molech.
So they were sacrificing their kids.
Right.
They were burning their kids alive to serve Molech. Yeah, to serve another god. Yeah, they cut off our live on TikTok. It's okay. We all right with it. We all right with it. Oh, we just gonna start another one.
Right.
We ain't gonna stop.
All right.
Esau can't stop this work, man.
Right.
The scriptures say that this word, when we prophesy to the wind, this word gonna go into the highways and byways.
That's right.
Regardless, it's gonna be taught to the world. That from one end of the earth to the other, it's gonna get out. Go ahead, up.
Verse 11. And he took away the horses that the kings of Judah had given to the sun at the entry in of the house of the Lord by the chamber of the Namelech, the chamberlain, which was in the suburbs, and burned the chariots of the sun with fire. And the altar that was on the top of the upper chamber of Ahaz, which the king of Judah had made, and the altar which Manasseh had made in the two courts of the house of the Lord, did the king beat down and break them down from thence, and cast the dust of them into the brook Kidron, and the high places that was before Jerusalem, which were on the right hand of the mount of corruption, which Solomon the king of Israel had built for Ashtoreth, the abomination of the Zidonians, and for Chemosh, the abomination of the Moabites, and for Milcom, the abomination of the children of Ammon, did the king defile. And he brake in pieces the images, and cut down the groves, and filled their places with the bones of men. Moreover, the altar that was at Bethel and the high place with Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin, had made. Both that altar and the high place he brake down, and burned the high place, and stepped it small to powder, and burned the grove.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
You're supposed to burn down these wicked places,
Right.
these wicked temples, these churches that's on every corner. We're supposed to burn them to the ground. I ain't telling you to physically go do it.
Right.
Some of y'all be dumb enough to just go throw a Mazel Tov into somebody's church. We had nothing to do with that. I'm not telling you go burn nobody's place down. But we're supposed to burn down those beliefs that they teach.
Right. Right.
We're supposed to burn them into powder that nobody will believe. Make them look so small that nobody would accept what comes out of the mouth of those wicked pastors.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to do. Back then, they physically burned them down.
Right.
They put it to the ground. They burned everything, broke everything, because that's what the Lord requires.
That's right.
Right.
But you can break it down too. You can burn them down too. Stop listening to these Christian pastors. Stop listening to these fake Israelites that can't teach you a damn thing but to continue to sin like you've been and put on a head wrap or put fringes on your t-shirts. My goodness. What good is that going to do? You sit on and mock the real priest of the Lord. But I pray you understand. Go ahead, Troop Kadam.
So the book just said that they're an abomination.
Stand up and speak loud about Bashar.
The book just said they're an abomination.
That they are what?
An abomination.
They are what?
Abomination.
They are an abomination. Absolutely. Damn right. That's why they need to be torn down and burnt down, because they are an abomination. And just tell me what the Christian church has done for you. And I'll stop. It's rhetorical. Just tell me what the Christian church has done for you. Because I don't recall them doing a damn thing for me. My household was horrible in the Christian church. Also, they hate speech and hateful behavior. I don't remember saying anything hateful just then. Yeah, I'm gonna appeal it though. It's all good. Let's submit an appeal. Yeah, those cats on TikTok, man, they're haters, absolute haters. They hate the fact that we teach the truth and we tear down these strongholds. They hate the fact that we're doing the work of the Lord and we won't be moved. No, we won't even be moved by the way you feel about it. We don't give a damn because you want us to like white people and we don't. We don't give a damn about that. We don't give a damn because you think by us speaking love to our people is hate to you.
Right.
Because we ain't got to give you our love. I'm going to give it to my people.
Right.
Yeah, that's hate speak to you. It sounds so hateful to you. Oh, he's telling us that we should only love our own. But ain't that what you do already?
Exactly.
Right.
Ain't that what you do when you redline our neighborhoods?
Right.
Ain't that what you did? Right. When you gentrified neighborhoods in our communities, ain't that what you did? Right. I mean, it's simple.
All right.
You keep your foot on our people's neck, right, so that your people can stay where they at. Ain't that the same thing?
Right.
It's like, go ahead.
I know I wanted to say when you were talking about to break down the images and stuff. You know, I was going to read Jeremiah 23:29. He said, "It's not my word like as a fire, say the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces." Which is what we do. That's how we tear down the idols and everything by speaking the word, which is what happened to us.
Damn right.
Because we was in all these philosophy and stuff. And then here in the ISUPK, the priest and prophet putting out the word, it broke all them images that was in our heart and all them doctrines. It broke everything down.
Damn right. Good man. Yeah, you don't want to open that door. You don't want to open that door, partner. Well, I guess though he posed now. You might want to open our door. And why would have been in shock? Oh my God.
But
strong Negroes.
Yeah, that word is a fact.
Damn
right.
right.
I'm saying we ain't telling y'all burn no buildings down.
Right.
But we speak the word. You know what I'm saying? You could share this to your people, show them that. Absolutely. And these scriptures, the word of the Most High, it gonna break them images in their heart.
Damn right.
Because it tells us in Ezekiel, I think 14, the Lord say, we have olives that was in our heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I come out of church that didn't have no statues in the church. But every time I close my eyes and say in Jesus' name, I seen that white dude.
Oh yeah.
You know.
That's heavy.
Yeah, the olives was in my heart.
Damn right. Hey, y'all give it. You saw it. Also, you saw the hand. But what he just broke down, man. If you just take a second to understand what he just said is extremely heavy. Because a lot of our what we learned when we came into the school, into ISUPK, and started truly learning the Bible, it broke down those mindsets.
Right.
It broke down those thoughts. It set them to fire. Right. It took them out. It burnt them out of our mind. We used to, and he ain't lying, boy. When I used to get in my so-called prayer closet, nigga, I'm in the dark in the closet, on my knees. I close my eyes, and I see that white boy. That's who I was praying to. Jesus, help me. And I ain't getting no help. It didn't come. If I ain't get up and go do it, it didn't come.
Right.
No, that's heavy, man.
And Salaki, the heavy thing about that is all of us had that experience.
Every last
and most of our people is still in it.
Right.
Man.
And that's what we're trying to break. That ideology, that mindset.
Damn right.
You know?
Damn right, man. Hosanna in Christ. All right, let's keep going.
Verse 16. And as Josiah turned himself he spied the sepulchres that was there in the mountain, and sent and took the bones out of the sepulchres and burned them upon the altar, and polluted it according to the word of the Lord, which the man of God proclaimed, who proclaimed these words. Then he said, what title is that I see? And the men of the city told him, it is the sepulchre of the man of God, which came from Judah, and proclaimed these things that thou hast done against the altar of Bethel. And he said, let him alone. Let no man move his bones. So they let his bones alone, with the bones of the prophet that came out of Samaria. And all the houses also of the high places that were in the cities of Samaria, which the kings of Israel had made to provoke the Lord to anger, Josiah took away, and did to them according to all the acts that he had done in Bethel.
Josiah Christ. Josiah took them all. He took them all down.
Right.
Took them all away. A lot of the kings before him didn't take away the high places.
Right.
They left them. They burnt down the temples and did away with the priests of Baal, but they all left the high places. They all left the place where they went and burnt incense, where they went and worshiped them other gods, them other idols.
Right.
But Josiah took them all down. Go ahead.
And he slew all the priests of the high places that was there upon the altar, and burned men's bones upon them, and returned to Jerusalem. And the king commanded all the people, saying, keep the Passover unto the Lord your God, as it is written in the book of this covenant. Surely there was not holding such a Passover from the days of the judges that judged Israel, nor in all the days of the kings of Israel, nor of the kings of Judah.
So they had an amazing Passover.
Right.
That one right there, they went in. That was just like Passover we just had.
Right.
They went in. It says surely there had been no Passover that really compared to it before up until that point. Because all of them high places had been torn down.
Right.
All of them priests and all the wickedness had been removed out of Israel.
That's right.
That's the important part. We got to remove all this sin and wickedness out of Israel so we can experience the true kingdom of heaven.
That's
right.
We I don't know about y'all, but I'm really sick of this place. Good night. I'm talking about, boy, I'm so tired. I'm burning myself so tired. I really am. Boy, I'm tired. Man, go ahead,
Verse 23. But in the 18th year of King Josiah, wherein this Passover was holding to the Lord in Jerusalem. Moreover, the workers with familiar spirits, and the wizards, and the images, and the idols, and all the abominations that were spied in the land of Judah and in Jerusalem, did Josiah put away, that he might perform the words of the law, which were written in the book that Hilkiah the priest found in the house of the Lord.
Oh, sorry, Christ.
And like unto him was there no king before him that turned to the Lord with all his heart, and with all his soul, and with all his might, according to all the law of Moses. Neither after him arose there any like him.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like David came back. It sounds like David now, I'm not pushing that narrative saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying what it sounds like. It sounds like that young man had been rejuvenated or regenerated on this earth in the spirit of his great grandfather, King David. That young man took on the spirit of the Lord and did what was right in the sight of the Most High.
That's
and it said there was no king that had done it. None of them did it. King David was a man after the Most High's own heart.
Right.
That young man did excellent and destroyed all the sin out of Jerusalem, out of Israel, out of the kingdom of Judah. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Notwithstanding, the Lord turned not from the fierceness of his great wrath, wherewith his anger was kindled against Judah, because of all the provocations that Manasseh had provoked him with them. And the Lord said, I will remove Judah also out of my sight, as I have removed Israel, and will cast off this city Jerusalem, which I have chosen, and the house of which I said, my name shall be there. Now the rest of the acts of Josiah, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? In his days, Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, went up against the king of Assyria to the river Euphrates, and King Josiah went against him, and he slew him at Megiddo when he had seen him. And his servants carried him in a chariot there from Megiddo, and brought him to Jerusalem, and buried him in his own sepulchre. And the people of the land took Jehoahaz, the son of Josiah, and anointed him, and made him king in his father's stead. Jehoahaz was 23 years old when he began to reign. And he reigned 3 months in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hamutal, the daughter of Jeremiah of Libnah. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, according to all that his fathers had done.
You see how easy it is, like to just fall off like that. His daddy was one of the greatest kings in Judah. You 23 years old, you ain't learned a damn thing.
Right.
And you follow right behind and mess up everything that he built.
Right.
Why do our kids do that? Like, why? What is the spirit behind that y'all just can't do what you're told? Go ahead, Trooper Card.
Some just have it too easy.
You gotta speak louder.
Some just have it too easy.
You think that's what it is? They got it too easy? You know, I be on that same tip because I'm gonna use Trooper Cathon, for example. And I know he's sitting back there grinning. I'm gonna use it for example. He tell me Trooper Cathon got really one chore in the house. That's to clean the kitchen. He gotta clean the kitchen every day. Every day he's supposed to clean the kitchen. And he act like it is the hardest thing in the world. But I tell him all the time, I say, Cathon, look, bro, when I was little, I didn't just have a day to clean the kitchen. I had to clean the bathroom. I had to take out the trash. I had to make sure my room was clean. I had to sweep, mop, and vacuum where it was water or tile or whatever. And we had to wipe whiteboards. We had to clean what them boards called? The baseboards. On Saturday you get up, yeah, you're gonna get to watch cartoons, but you're gonna clean up.
Right.
You got it easy. You got one chore. I don't make you clean your room every day. I don't make you clean your bathroom every day. You got one chore, and he act like it's the hardest thing in the world. You come in the house. Like you've been to work 8 hours. I mean, like, but that's a prime example of what you're saying. They got it too easy. The way we were raised, a lot of us, it was hard. I had 6 other siblings in the house, and I still had them chores. Like, you got the kitchen, bro. Wash them dishes, wipe them counters off, clean that table, make sure that stove and microwave clean, sweep them up, go on about your business. Go ahead, Salanga. Go ahead, wrong. Also, Salanga, you said, like I was Jim Carrey, I don't
know how to one. I think the problem is, man, the grandparents ain't disciplining the grandkids the way that they discipline us. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
we can be hard on our children, but then you got the grandparent who they can run to and get a little fortress from. You know what I'm saying? Like I got hit with so many different objects in the crib. You know what I'm saying? That I know what not to say depending on what she's standing by. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, that's the truth. Boy, that's hey, my grandma used to smoke. She had them glass ashtrays.
Yeah. I had that chunk two out of one.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I think it's the older and older we get, the more lenient we get with our grandchildren. You know, with the next generation to come. You know what I'm saying? So that could be an issue as well. I don't know.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Go ahead, baby.
I think it's because kids don't know, they're not really taught how to fight their demons. Like when you young and you emotional and you do everything off emotion, you know, people be like, oh, well, maybe they need some medicine or they just need their butt whooped. But you don't teach your kids that just because something comes to your mind don't mean you're supposed to not think about it and see if this is good for you to do or not. Like, we don't teach kids this. Right. I know my mom didn't teach me that when I was running away from home and fighting at school and stuff like that. She was just whooping me or punching me. She never really, like, looked into it and said, like, something might be wrong with this child. She might got some spirits telling her to do stupid stuff. And we're not teaching our kids to fight their demons like we teach grown people. You know, even in the school, it's like it's more geared towards the adults fighting their demons.
Well, I thank the Most High in Christ that in my household, I teach everything to fight demons. My rib, my children, I teach all and myself to fight these demons.
That's right.
Because I know that it's a spiritual warfare, it's not carnal.
That's right.
I definitely teach the thumb, I teach my rib and myself. We got to fight these demons that we're dealing with.
Right.
Young man, you feel like that you don't want to clean the kitchen because you really don't want to do anything. But you can't be lazy around here. You got to fight that emotion or that feeling that you don't want to do anything because you're going to be stagnant. And a stagnant mind is the devil's playground.
Right.
That's what, that sounded so Christian, but it is the fact though.
Yeah.
Your idle mind, you doing nothing, you're going to do things that you're not supposed to do.
That's right.
You're going to think about things that you're not supposed to think about and act the way you're not supposed to. So I teach them to fight these demons, man. Fight the way you feel. You get mad because I tell you to do something. God damn it, don't get mad because somebody tell me to do something.
Right.
I got to follow an order like you. Somebody above me tells me that I can't go here or I can't do that. I got to suck it up and just don't go. I got to suck it up and just don't do it. No diddy. Hey, it's rough out here with that. I gotta make sure. Salaka, yeah. Hey, for y'all that watch, I have to say that ISUPK is rough, y'all. Y'all don't have no idea. It's rough out here. Yeah, right. And so no. I used to be able to say what I want to say, but no. You gotta be careful these days. But yeah, man, we have. Who ain't got time? No, let's get, anybody had anything else?
I want
Go
to
ahead.
say, and a lot of things with kids coming up, you know, a lot of people got to teach them kids to much is given, much is required.
Ooh-wee.
I know this coming up, not coming up, but, you know, getting with women coming out, they'll be harder on a smaller child than an older child like your age give you to relax. But yet when money pass out, you get the most. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be, you know, when you teach them, when you want more, you do more.
That's right.
You know, much is given, much is required.
That's right.
Don't just give honor is due. You know what I'm saying? Because you 15 or 12 and the other child 5, but you don't do nothing, but because I'm older, I should be required to move, which is teaching our kids the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So as that, when they know they're getting older, they gonna automatically want to do more because they know they get more, and then they're gonna be well disciplined with that.
Absolutely. Give that a hand. Well, go add to the kitchen. No, but that's heavy, man. That's absolutely the right way, the right mindset. Go
Have
ahead.
you seen how I've been in the kitchen?
Say it again.
Have you seen how I've been cooking?
Yeah, you absolutely have stepped up your game, man. I can't even front on you with that. Most High Christ for that. Yeah. He ain't wrong either. Maria came in the house yesterday and said, boy, the kitchen look good. And she don't never say that. She always walk in here, damn, he ain't clean out the counter. Yeah, the stove ain't clean. Yeah. The boy ain't even you left all this stuff on the counter. Yesterday it was, who cleaned up the kitchen look good. Yeah. So he just stepped up his game. Most High in Christ. All right. And that's, man. Excellent work. Now don't slack. No, I'm serious. You said because that's right. And that's why I teach him. Yeah. If you show me what you can do, that I'm gonna expect that. Right. That's your standard. That's right. You keep that. If you drop below that, we got an issue. We got to push back to where you are. That's right. That's important, man. Because the Bible say that you do your work as unto the Lord. That's right. Everything you doing it as you doing it to the Most High God. Shalom. All right, go ahead.
Verse 29. In his days, Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, went up against the king of Assyria to the river Euphrates, and King Josiah went against him, and he slew him at Megiddo when he had seen him. And his servants carried him in a chariot there from Megiddo, and brought him to Jerusalem, and buried him in his own sepulchre. And the people of the land took Jehoahaz, the son of Josiah, and anointed him, and made him king in his father's stead.
Yeah,
so
we
jumped
to 33. It's 33 because you read the one where he was dead evil in the sight of the Lord, was 32.
Verse 33.
Yeah.
And Pharaoh Necho put him in bands with Riblah in the land of Hamath, that he might not reign in Jerusalem, and put the land to a tribute of 100 talents of silver and a talent of gold. And Pharaoh Necho made Eliakim, the son of Josiah, king in the room with Salaki.
Yeah, you're right.
The son of Josiah, king in the room of Josiah his father, and turned his name to Jehoiakim, and took Jehoahaz away. And he came to Egypt and died there. And Jehoiakim gave the silver and the gold to Pharaoh, but he taxed the land to give the money according to the commandment of Pharaoh. He exacted the silver and the gold of the people of the land, of everyone according to his taxation, to give it unto Pharaoh Necho. Jehoiakim was 20 and 5 years old when he began to reign. And he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Zebudah, the daughter of Pedaiah of Ramah. And he did that which is evil in the sight of the Lord, according to all that his fathers had done. Chapter 24. In his days, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up, and Jehoiakim became his servant 3 years. Then he turned and rebelled against him. And the Lord sent against him bands of the Chaldees, and bands of the Syrians, and bands of the Moabites, and bands of the children of Ammon, and sent them against Judah to destroy it, according to the word of the Lord, which he spake by his servant the prophets. Surely at the commandment of the Lord came this upon Judah, to remove them out of his sight, for the sins of Manasseh, according to all that he did, and also for the innocent blood that he shed. For he filled Jerusalem with innocent blood, which the Lord would not pardon. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoiakim and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah?
So there's another one. There's another son of the kings of Judah that did evil in the sight of the Lord. It don't stop. And he became a servant to Nebuchadnezzar,
Right.
a king of another nation. Like, when are we going to get in our mind that we tired of being slaves? You tell a black person in the street, you know you're still a slave, right? They look at you like you slap dumb. Don't you go to work and clock in? Don't your boss tell you what to do? Don't you clock out when he tell you? Do you take lunch that 30 minutes when he tell you to, or am I missing something? Don't you have to go to get you a birth certificate for your baby next week? Then you have to pick up that death certificate for your uncle. Don't you got to go to Walmart to get groceries? But what's your last name? You're still a slave. But we wrong for telling our people that. That's hate speech.
Right.
Because you're still a slave. But you want to do what they want to do. You want to do what they do. That's why you're still a slave. A slave follows another people. Free men do what they are supposed to do and live free.
That's right. Like it, sir. If I could, that last name point was heavy.
You good?
That last name point was heavy because, every nation, when they name themselves or they name their children, you can tell damn near what nation it is by the name. You understand? By their first and their last name. It's only get confusing when you look at black people. You understand? Or so-called blacks. You get what I'm saying? And we say our slave name. You know what I'm saying? And you will see a whole nother nation, which is the Edom.
Right.
With the same last name as you.
Right.
You understand? So that shows you right then and there from the history, you understand, you belong to these people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
And that's why on the commanding general in your honor, man, you know what I'm saying, you get the opportunity to come in here, you shed yourself of the world, and the Most High God is going to give you your name.
Damn right. Absolutely. Good point. Good point. Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Verse 6. So Jehoiakim slept with his fathers, and Jehoiakim, or Tim.
Which one? Jehoiakim.
And Jehoiakim, his son, reigned in his stead. And the king of Egypt came not again anymore out of his land. For the king of Babylon had taken from the river of Egypt unto the river Euphrates all that pertained to the king of Egypt. Jehoiakim was 18 years old when he began to reign. And he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months. And his mother's name was Nehushta, the daughter of Elnathan of Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, according to all that his father had done. At that time, the servants of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up against Jerusalem, and the city was besieged.
Surrounded the whole city and took it over. Go ahead.
And Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came against the city, and his servants did besiege it. And Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, went out of king of Babylon, he and his mother, and his servants, and his princes, and his officers. And the king of Babylon took him in the 8th year of his reign. And he carried out this all the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king's house, and cut in pieces all the vessels of gold which Solomon, king of Israel, had made in the temple of the Lord, as the Lord had said.
Remember, the Lord said it, that he was going to kill that one king of Judah before or unalive. We ain't on TikTok no more. He was going to kill the boy before he did everything else that he was going to do to Israel. Solomon took his whole time he was a king building that temple, making it immaculate, laced with gold, silver, and everything that was in there. And now Babylonians taking all of it because these kings decided to be wicked in the sight of the Lord. Go ahead.
So like, which is something how the Most High did the brother that had repented and stuff.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He know he was gonna bring all the evil, but he didn't want him to see it, so
Right.
he took him.
Right.
Which is a scripture. I think Isaiah 57:1. When you say the righteous is taken away from the evil to come.
God.
And so that's what happened with him.
Damn right.
Verse 14. And he carried away all Jerusalem, and all the prince, and all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captives, and all the craftsmen and smiths. None remained, save the poorest sort of the people of the land. And he carried away Jehoiachin to Babylon, and the king's mother, and the king's wives, and his officers, and the mighty of the land. Those carried he into captivity from Jerusalem to Babylon. And all the men of might, even 7,000, and craftsmen and smiths 1,000, all that were strong and apt for war. Even them, the king of Babylon brought captive to Babylon.
Got all of it.
Right. And the king of Babylon made Matanah, his father's brother, king in his stead, and changed his name to Zedekiah. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign. And he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hamutal, the daughter of Jeremiah of Libnah. And he did that was evil in the sight of the Lord, according to all that Jehoiakim had done. For through the anger of the Lord, it came to pass in Jerusalem and Judah, until he had cast them out from the presence, from his presence, that Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babylon. Chapter 25. And it came to pass in the 9th year of his reign, in the 10th month, in the 10th day of the month, that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came, he and all his hosts, against Jerusalem, and pitched against it, and they built fort against it round about. And the city was besieged unto the 11th year of King Zedekiah. And on the 9th day of the 4th month, the famine prevailed in the city, and there was no bread for the people of the land. And the city was broken up, and all the men of war fled by night by the way of the gate between two walls, which is by the king's garden. Now the Chaldees, which against the city were against the city round about, and the king went the way toward the plain.
Y'all hear all the stuff that's going on? A famine, being overthrown by another nation, the walls being besieged, like being broken down, the men of war fleeing. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff going on. Go ahead, Trooper Kadam.
I was trying to see what that means when they say 20 and 1 years old.
21. Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah, it's heavy, man. The Lord said he was gonna do a lot against him, and he's not a man that he should lie.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the army of the Chaldees pursued after the king and overtook him in the plains of Jericho, and all his army was scattered from him. So they took the king and brought him up to the king of Babylon to Riblah, and they gave judgment upon him. And they slew the sons of Zedekiah before his eyes, and put out the eyes of Zedekiah, and bound him with fetters of brass, and carried him to Babylon. And in the 5th month, on the 7th day of the month, which is the 19th year of King Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came Nebuzaradan. Wait, what? Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, a servant of the king of Babylon, unto Jerusalem. And he burnt the house of the Lord, and the king's house, and all the houses of Jerusalem, and every great man's house burnt he with fire.
Nice.
And all the army of the Chaldees that was with the captains of the guard break down the walls of Jerusalem round about.
It just don't stop.
Right.
It continues more and more and more. When you think that that's enough, you think that the famine was enough to where they ain't got no bread. Now that the temple of the Lord is gone, the house of God is burnt down. The king's house that he had was burnt down, and these were great houses. These was what you would consider castle-like houses. These are amazing mansions. The Lord's house. I mean, if y'all don't remember in 1 Kings when Solomon was building the temple or the house of the Lord, that thing was immaculate.
Right.
It had gold floors, gold walls, huge lions that were pure gold, and braziers, big water vases that were huge, laced in silver and gold, and dawadas all over the place, lilies everywhere, gold. And they took all of it and then burnt it down to the ground.
Right.
All that cedar wood that they got from Lebanon, all that cedar wood and stuff that they had shipped over there, and all that other wood and everything else, gone, destroyed, just destroyed. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Now the rest of the people that were left in the city and the fugitives that fell away to the king of Babylon with the remnant of the multitude did Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, carry away. But the captain of the guard left of the poor of the land to be vine dressers and husbandmen, and the pillars of brass that were in the house of the Lord, and the bases, and the brazen sea, that was in the house of the Lord, did the Chaldeans break in pieces, and carried the brass of them to Babylon, and the pots, and the shovels, and the snuffles, and the spoons, and all the vessels of brass wherewith they ministered took they away, and the fire pans, and the bowls, and such things as were of gold, in gold, and of silver, in silver, the captain of the guard took away. The 2 pillars, 1 seat, and the bases which Solomon had made for the house of the Lord. The brass of all these vessels was without weight.
That's the same thing I just said. All that stuff that Solomon put in there is gone. Go ahead.
The height of the 1 pillar was 18 cubits, and a chapiter upon it was brass, and the height of the chapiter 3 cubits, and a wreathen work, and a pomegranates upon the chapiter round about, all of brass, and like unto these had the 2nd pillar with wreathen work. And the captain of the guard took Sarai, the chief priest, and the Zephaniah, the 2nd priest, and the 3 keepers of the door. And out of the city he took an officer that was set over the men of war, and 5 men of them that were in the king's presence, which were found in the city, and the principal scribe of the host, which mustered the people of the land, and 60 men of the people of the land that were found in the city. And Nebuchadnezzar, captain of the guard, took these and brought them to the king of Babylon to Riblah. And the king of Babylon smote them and slew them at Riblah in the land of Hamath. So Judah was carried away out of the land. And then for the people that remained in the land of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had left, even over them he made Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, ruler. And when all the captains of the armies, they and their men, heard that the king of Babylon had made Gedaliah governor, there came to Gedaliah to Mitzvah, even Ishmael, the son of Nathaniah, Nethaniah, and Johanan, the son of Koreah, and Sarah, the son of Tahumet, the Netophathite, and Jaazaniah, the son of Maakathite, they and their men. And Gedaliah sware to them and to their men, and say unto them, fear not to be the servants of the Chaldees. Dwell in the land, and serve the king of Babylon, and it shall be well with you.
They go the same lies that they tell you when you vote, and
right.
The same thing they tell you. Hey, if you vote, what that was that was on that building the other day we read, it said a voteless community is a hopeless community. That's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. But boy, it look hopeless without a vote, don't it? Yeah. It look hopeless to me without a vote. I can ride through Cooper Road, Hollywood, and it look hopeless without a vote, don't it? Well, with the vote. Right. Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. You're right. With the vote. It looks hopeless with the vote. So what?
I know I was gonna say, but a voteless community is a hopeless community, but God laws is done away with.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Good night. Go ahead. We almost done. Yeah, we got 5 more verses.
But it came to pass in the 7th month that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, the son of Elishama, of the seed royal, came, and 10 men with him, and smote Gedaliah, that he died, and the Jews of the Chaldees and the Jews and the Chaldees that was with him at Mizpah, and all the people, both small and great, and the captains of the armies, arose and came to Egypt, for they were afraid of the Chaldees. And it came to pass in the 7th and 13th year of the captivity of Jehoiachin, king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, that even Merodach, king of Babylon, in the year that he began to reign, did lift up the head of Jehoiachin, king of Judah, out of prison. And he spake kindly to him, and set his throne above the throne of the kings that was with him in Babylon, and changed his prison garments. And he did eat bread continually before him all the days of his life. And his allowance was a continual allowance given him of the king, a daily rate for every day, all the days of his life.
All right. So with that, that concludes the reading. With that, let's say a majim, which means to stand. Oh yeah, you can. It's all right. Go ahead. That's good. That's good.
Almost had it.
All right.
I can blow this one.
Go ahead. Yeah.
That's a big block.
It ain't the size of the shofar. It's all good. All right. So we're gonna do the prayers. Hapan Hakodam, which means to turn and face the east. So I'll read the prayers both in the English and in the Hebrew. The English. Nah, you got it. Oh, yeah, I think I see it. All right, the Lord's Prayer first in the Hebrew and then in the English. Abanawa, Bashemaiah, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaiah, Nathanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Noah, Kabawat Noah, Kasalak Noah, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabia Ayanaw, Manasayawan, Abal, Awashayanaw, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Salakia, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, Laiwalamium, Aman. In the English, we read, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. Hakak, the power in Hebrew, and then in the English. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Kasha. Nathan Lanawa. Hakak. Lara Pa'a. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Kal Matazariah. Hakak. Lakoyam. Matayan, Haka, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. What we said in the English was, Yahweh in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew and then in the English. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Wa Yasha'ala. Wa Havaya. Saparium. Barak. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman. What we said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua. Bless us and Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew and then the English. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayara, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Apnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'atka, Wabawa'atka, Ma'ait, Wa'ait What we said in the English was, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill. From which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam,
Al-Hayam,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Dakarash,
wa Al-Tashikwat,
Al-Dashakwat,
Al-Kayahana,
Al-Tiyamana,
Al-Salagi, Awayabyaka,
Al-Yamika,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Aimaka,
Al-Amika,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Yahama,
Sawada,
Sarada,
Wayatam, Wayata,
Wayata,
Ya'itazawa,
Yahatizawa,
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Al-Tazawanyaka,
Amarwa,
Amara,
Lakawa,
Nakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wayakakina,
Magalia,
Magalia,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yashakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Shamyasha'ala,
Iwada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Nawatizawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakawa,
Al Yaka,
Al-Yaka,
Barya,
Barya,
Yakarwa,
Yakawa,
Salaki, Yakarwathwa,
Yakawa,
Ahalya,
Al-Haya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashamai,
Wayashama,
Al-Yam,
Al-Yam,
Wa Abba,
Wahab,
Wa Hagariam,
Wahagariam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa Aimawan,
Wa'amawa,
Wa Aimala,
Wa'amala,
Palashat,
Palasha,
I'm Yeshabia,
Amishab,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Nam Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Malawa,
I'm
Am,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanyalawat,
Labanyalawa,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha, Salaki, Aisha Laham,
Ashalaham,
Kamadian,
Kamadi,
Kasa Sara'a,
Kasam, Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayami,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Koyash,
Koyash,
one, Nashamadwa,
Nashamanwa,
Ba'ayan Da'ara,
Ba'ayin Dara,
Hayawa,
Kaywa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yab,
Ya,
Mawa,
Mawa,
Ka'ira,
Ka'ari,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakazaham,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakatazal,
Wakazaham,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Call Nasakam, Salagi, Call Nasayakamwa,
Awanazikamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amara,
Nayarash, Nayarasha,
Nayarusha,
Lanawa,
Anawa,
Ah, Na'awa,
Anawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Sayatamwa,
Shayatwa,
Kadogala,
Kabala,
Kakwash,
Kawas,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanyaraka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Taba Ira Ya'ira,
Wakahaya,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalaham,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Haryam,
Aryam,
Kan,
Kan,
Taradatma,
Daradap,
Basa Iraka,
Basarika,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapatka,
Wapaka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Ayaham,
Walawan,
Walawu,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayakwasha,
Shamka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashu,
Waya,
Waya,
Bahawa,
Bahawa,
Ayai,
Ayahai,
Waya Kaparwa,
Ayakapar,
Waya Abadwa,
Ayahabo,
Waya Da'aiwa,
Ayahai,
Kaya Ata,
Kaya,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labadka,
Labaka,
Al Yawan,
Ayawan,
Al Ka Ratiza.
Al-Ka'ar,
In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
Lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken counsel against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarene,
and the Hagarene,
Gebal and Ammon
Moab and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah.
They are hoping the children of Lot, Selah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisir,
as to Sisir,
as to Jabin,
as to Zebulun,
at the brook of Kisan,
and the brook of Kissar,
which perish at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
And their noses like a red,
and like Zaid.
and like Zaid,
Yea,
yea,
all their prince
all their prince,
as Zabah,
as the body,
and as Zamuna,
and as the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns in the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on
and
fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid of thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Blessings in the Hebrew and then in the English. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
wa Yahweh Shai,
wa Yahweh Shai,
wa Maka Ya Allah,
wa Yahweh,
wa Allah Hayam,
wa Yahweh,
Batazabaya, Allah Wap Yahana,
Allah Yahweh,
Ha Allah Wapyam,
Allah
Ha Saranyam,
Yahweh,
Ha Kwatazayanyan, Ha Kaya Yalamyam, wa Ha Akwakyan, Ba Hashem Yah, Salaki, Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wada Aman. What we said in the English is bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahweh Shai,
and Yahweh Shai,
and Michael,
and Michael,
and the angel,
and the angel,
commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it.
Sar, which means to turn. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Brakatham, Yajimatah, with hands down. Sar, men of Israel, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat, Lathan, Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yajimatah, class dismissed. All right, so men of Israel, before y'all dismiss,